Well, the desert clouds are out in force this evening as we welcome you inside Chase Field here in Phoenix. Tonight, the first of this 4-game weekend set between the Atlanta Braves and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next, Patrick Corbin will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, like a lot of guys, Matty, Patrick Corbin all the way back from Tommy John surgery. From the left side, good fastball, 93 to 95. Little overhand curveball. Will throw an occasional slider. His best off-speed pitch might be the straight changeup. He needs to use all 4 pitches. You'll know if he's on early, getting a lot of swings and misses on that fastball down in the zone.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. The windup and the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Marte, a native of the Dominican Republic, is certainly a versatile middle infielder playing shortstop today despite being a second baseman naturally.
Yeah, he's a premium defender. It doesn't matter. Anything that's in his vicinity, right or left of him, 5 steps either way, is getting vacuumed up. So they trust this guy's glove in a premium spot no matter where he's playing.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, every person that bought a ticket tonight came to see one thing, and that's the guy on the mound. But I'll tell you what, from an offensive standpoint, this is what you live for. Who's going to make the adjustments offensively to put quality at bats against this guy? Do they have to get him early? Can someone work themselves into a big count to drive a ball in the gap late? I am so fired up to see this offense take on this monster.
Now in the box, David Peralta. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
Dero, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. We are still scoreless. Standing in, Brian Dozier. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Batting fifth, third baseman.
Here comes the first pitch.
Lamb.
A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one. Bottom of the second here with no score. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Here's Yasmani Tomas.
Center fielder, Yasmani.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He'll start this one at 274. 15 long balls and an even 50 RBIs. And this is swung on and bounced to Phillips at second base. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. We'll move to the third with no score. Into the box now, Nolan Ryan, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Third inning, no score to this point. Hard on the ground towards short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out. Digging in now, Jeremy Hazelbaker. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. This is popped up. Esquivel has a play, and that's the first out of the inning. Up next for Arizona, Raul McLean. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92. You can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat, and what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Patrick Corbin. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Diamondbacks pitcher. One and 2, here it comes. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel. Not the case with the high fastball.
To his left, Rodriguez, and that's out number 1. So stepping in, David Peralta. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a breaking ball stays outside. Looking at his career totals, Peralta is slugging north of 480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. It's 1 and 2. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2 and 2. Now a swing and a ball foul tipped straight into the catcher's glove as he's able to hold on for the second out.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Missed with a breaking ball.
1-0.
And there's ball 2 now.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in to try it again, Nolan Ryan. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High and deep to right center. Tomas is in pursuit. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. Here's Brian Dozier now.
Leading out for the
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you can speak to this. Obviously, 2 different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all 4 quadrants, keeping guys off balance. the other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like two different styles of pitches, but both getting the same thing, both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
Now batting, third baseman, Chase Lamb.
Jake Lamb standing in now, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. One and one the count to Jake Lamb. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is strike 2, swinging. No runs, no hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And he holds off on the breaking ball, so the count runs full. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. At the plate, Yasmani Tomas. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First delivery to him on the way. Way in front of that fastball. Diamondbacks still searching for that first hit of the ball game. And that one stayed too low, apparently. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 15 straight he's retired to start the ball game. 5 innings complete, and we still have no score. Coming to the plate now, Jeremy Hazelbaker. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Jeremy Hazelbaker.
Here comes the first pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Case in point right there, Matty. We're seeing a trend, the north and south. A lot of pitchers working that elevated fastball and then breaking stuff off in the dirt. We used to see east-west, not the case anymore.
Good power curveball there, and he's in control, 0-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Now batting, Raul McLean. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good 4-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
The count is 1-2.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box now, Patrick Corbin.
Patrick Corbin.
And that misses, ball one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2 now.
Yeah, right there. It's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Ready once again, Nolan Ryan.
He bats here as the reigning Rookie of the Month in the National League.
He's set and the pitch. Here's a ball well struck for the right field corner. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Esquivel rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they extend their lead to 2.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Late that time for a strike.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. Phillips throws to first, and that's out number 1. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And with the year winding down, you can see he currently leads the NL in that department. So striding in, David Peralta. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
David Peralta.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Well, he got the leadoff guy in inning on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
The first baseman, number 44, Paul.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now Now here it comes. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Two out, nobody on. And he struck him out to retire the side, so he's through 7 complete, still working on a masterpiece. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail it here 2-0. Here's Brian Dozier now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you're going to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, D-Row, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. 2 different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? 2 different ways. The power guy was on top of his game, not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done, move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen.
Jake Lamb standing in now. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First offering on its way. Looks at a changeup on the inside corner for a strike. And Ben, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. And wow, tough to lay off the fastball there, but it's 1-2. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the 2nd out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Here's Yasmani Tomas. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88. And at this point in the game, that's a good place to be. So I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. Diamondbacks down in order. They trail it here 3-0. Digging in and looking for more, Nolan Ryan. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. And this will wind up working as a sacrifice as he steps on first, allowing the runner to move into second.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker. No hits to this point.
Left fielder,
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
The 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first two by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Now at the plate, Raul McLean.
Now batting, catcher, Raul McLean.
First offering on its way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
Behind 0-2 now. Strike three. 19 strikeouts for him now.
Good heater to strike him out there, and he looks absolutely locked in to start this inning. That's back-to-back punch-outs on only 6 pitches.
Brendan Drury will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 27, Brandon Drury.
Curveball looked at here for strike one. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
And there's number 8, 1 away.
2 out, nobody on. Arizona down to its last strike. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball 1-2. And they'll try and end it here with an even 100 pitches.
What an unbelievable effort. He has had total command of all pitches, all quadrants. Dan, this has got to bring a smile to your face.
It does, D-Roy. In a day and age where we don't see very many complete games, or for that matter, guys going out into the 8th, let alone the 9th inning, this has been a terrific start up to this point.
One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He's done it. A perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet he's going to celebrate this one tonight.
The final line score for our ball game.